Today we're going to do 4 yoga poses for beginners. So we're going to start by lying down on your backs just to release some tension from your body. So if you have any back issues, it's nice to lie with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor because it takes some pressure off your back. But whatever is most comfortable for you. If it feels better to have your legs long, then you can do that. It's more grounding for your body to have your hands on your body, but it might feel better to open up your chest a little bit more and have your palms up by your side. So again, whatever feels best for you today in your body. So start to feel your connection between yourself and the ground. Just transition from the busyness of your day and into the focus of your body and being present for yourself here. So the idea behind this class came from one of my students who said her physical therapist told her that if they gave their clients more than 4 exercises to do, there was no way that their clients would do them. But if they gave them 4 exercises to do, then not only would they do them, but they would do them multiple times a day. So I had this idea to make classes with 4 poses in them to see what would happen to the motivation of my students to do the class. So the interesting thing was my motivation to create the classes went through the roof. So I know it worked for me, and now I get to see if it works for you. Okay, we're going to start with our first pose is knees to chest pose. So you're going to drop both of your knees into your chest. If you have knee issues, you're going to hold on behind your knees between your thighs and your lower legs. If you don't, you can hold on your shins, whatever works best for you. This is a great pose to release your low back. Also great for digestion. And you can hold it here statically, but if you feel like rocking from side to side, you can do that too. So listen to what your body wants. There's no right or wrong or better best. Okay, from here you're going to either roll to your side or with your hands behind your knees, tuck your chin and rock yourself up, and we're going to come into cat pose. So from all fours, you can have your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. You can have extra padding underneath your knees, and you can come up onto your fists if it bothers your wrists, or down onto your forearms. Here you're going to exhale, round up through your back, and then inhale and arch through your back. So think about drawing your navel up towards the ceiling or the sky, and then opening your belly down towards the floor. Now our spine can move in lots of different directions, and it feels really good to move it in lots of different directions. So let's move it to the side and do that same movement to the side. This is great because we spend a lot of time sitting in our QLs, the muscle in our low back. It's really short and tight, and this helps to lengthen it. And then you can walk over to the other side, do the same thing. And come back to the center. Another thing we can do from here is add a rotation. So you can inhale, take your left arm up. Exhale, rotate and reach it through. We'll do that a few times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, rotate through. Then we'll do that on the other side too. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, rotate through. This is great for releasing tension in the back, all those little tiny muscles that run along your spine. Also great to massage all your internal organs. And come back to the center. A couple more rounding and arching. Focus more on the arching because we already spent a lot of time rounded. And from here, you're going to walk your hands back, come up to kneeling, put one foot forward, and come up to standing. Okay, I'm going to turn around so the wind is not so bad on my mic, and we're going to practice some standing balancing postures. So this is called tree pose. You're going to stand on your left leg, turn your right toes out to the side, and pick up your right foot. You can either have it lower is going to be easier for balance. Higher is going to be more challenging for balance. You can have your hands at your heart center. Again, lower is going to be easier for balance. The higher up, the more challenging it is going to be for balance. So choose a position that works for you. Focus on something that's not moving. And if you want to challenge yourself, if this feels easy, and if it doesn't, you can also hold on to a chair or something. If it feels easy, you can practice rotating your head. So then you would be getting your vestibular system into it, and that will really challenge your balance. So we want to challenge our balance. So if it is easy, make sure you are challenging your balance. You could also get your eyes, that one got me, move your eyes up and down. So the horizon changes, that's more challenging too. Okay, great. Let's try the other side. So you're going to stand on your right foot this time. And again, you're going to choose a position for your foot on the leg. Higher is more challenging for balance. I gotta say, not only are these pants a great color, but they hold the foot in the right spot. The foot does not slide. The hands come into the heart center, and you can take them overhead too, which will be more challenging for your balance. And then you can, again, choose how you're going to challenge your balance. You can rotate your head, which is going to get into your inner ear. And one side might be more challenging than the other. So for me, this side is definitely more challenging. The wind's also blowing a lot more on this side. And you can also challenge yourself by moving your eyes, so then the horizon level changes, and that is very challenging for the balance too. Okay, good job. From here we're going to do a simple beginner inversion, which is legs wide, roll your pelvis over your leg bones, and you can fold forward here. It's a really great stretch for the backs of the legs too. And if you have challenges with seated forward folds, practicing them standing first is really, really great way to get into them and to make them easier. So this is like doing wide-legged seated forward fold, but you're doing it standing. Okay, you're going to slowly come up to standing. And that was a really great complete class because you moved your spine in all directions. You had an inversion in there as well. And you're going to rest back for Shavasana. So that is just so that you can let your body have a chance to integrate everything that you did. And again, if you have back issues, it will be probably more comfortable for you to have your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Hands on your body is more grounding. Palms up is more receptive. No right or wrong, no better best, just what's right for you today. And you're going to stay resting here. I'm going to sit up and read you a poem. This poem is called Can by Astora Adams, and it's from the July 2020 edition of Collective Wisdom. And I'll leave a link to that in the show notes as well. I can, not will or could or should, can, powerful in its simplicity, mournfully elusive, can, to have the innate potential, to own the possibility, can, a seedling belief in the heart and soul, can, the beginning. So you can start to slowly wiggle and stretch out. And as you do, I want to acknowledge you for making the space in your life for new beginnings and trying this yoga class, the 4 poses for beginners. And as you make your way up to seated, I just want to thank you so much for joining me today, for trying this class for beginners, for liking the class, for subscribing to the channel, and put I am seeding beliefs in the comments. I am seeding beliefs. There's lots of goodies for you in the show notes, including some gifts for beginners. So be sure to check that out. And I'm sending you much love from beautiful British Columbia. May your joy be as deep as the Pacific Ocean. May it be as strong as the mountains, and may it be as rooted as the old growth trees in our forests. Much love, many blessings.